Hi, this is Mike Benoit. This is another episode of Tyranny Busters. This one's about driver's licenses. Now, we're all programmed, and most of us are programmed into believing that driver's licenses are a good thing. That's why we have safety on our roads, and that's why things are orderly, and et cetera, et cetera. And the 10,000 traffic fatalities that we have each year would be a lot more if it wasn't for driver's licenses and all the rules of the road, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I'm here to tell you that people are less responsible because of all of that nonsense. Now, and the idea that you need a state issued license to verify that you can drive is equally ridiculous. How many people do you see on the road and you go, I wonder how these people ever got a license? Well, the state was there verifying that they knew how to drive. And of course, people would not know how to drive if the state wasn't there. And these traffic tickets, and God knows how many traffic tickets are handed out each year, and how much revenue is given to the state on that basis, and that somehow this is to provide more security and that we're safer. Well, the funny thing about people, when they think that they're safer, because there's all these rules on the road and whatnot, and people are supposed to stop at stop signs and stoplights and go the right speed and everything else. The other people, the other folks that do the right thing, think everybody's supposed to do the right thing. And guess what? They're not as cautious and they're not as careful. And that's where a lot of your accidents come into being. This idea that we're more safe because we've been restricted, our right has been restricted and turned into a privilege of the state is absolutely not true. Oh my God, people would not know how to drive if we didn't have the government issuing driver's license. And what is a license? It's permission to do something that's otherwise illegal. So driving is otherwise illegal. And to even ask yourself, is it more complicated? Yeah, sure. It's a 2,000-pound vehicle. And it's more dangerous maybe than a horse and buggy. But is it more complicated to do than running a team of a horse and buggy? And we didn't have the state teaching people how to do that. No, parents taught them how to do that. Isn't that amazing? And do we have the state teaching people how to be a carpenter and to use all these tools that are dangerous and whatnot? No, that's done in the private sector. So why is it that we think that somehow with some state bureaucrat that maybe passes the cute chick with the big extras because he doesn't want to hurt her feelings, who can't drive worth a lick? She gets her license. Or the poor old granny that reminds the tester of his grandmother or her grandmother. Oh, you know what? Give her, but she can't drive worth a lick. No, all this preventative stuff is going to make us all safer. And if you violate their rules, they're going to take the permission away from you. Now you see YouTube videos on Facebook, illegal left turn, didn't have the license plate, and these people end up dead. And people say, oh, that's bad. The cop didn't use his right discretion. Da, da, da. No, that's generated in the basis that you turn police department people into criminals because they go out and violate people's life, liberty, and property over some nonsense infraction that violates the whole rules of justice. I could go on this one. This is Mike Benoit, and this is an episode of Tyranny Busters. If you'd like to debate me on any of these, please feel free to get a hold of me. Michael Benoit 7 on your YouTube channel. Thank you.